Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about aloe vera. So I grow a ton of aloe, and all of these here were once just a few plants, and they keep propagating themselves. They keep growing little pups, and now I have so many aloe vera. And because they produce so many little babies, sometimes I get too lazy to separate them, so they start to grow like these. They're just so many plants in a single pot, and you should never do that, because what happens is the baby pups here, the pups would drain all of the energy from the mother plant, and then the mother plant would just remain small while the baby would just, sharing all of the resources, and then all of the plants will be small. And so the best thing to do is when you see these pups, pull them out, give it to your friends or do whatever you want, but just leave the mother plant in the pot by herself. That way she can grow nice and large, like that one there. That one's massive. And you see there's already a bunch of pups that I need to pull out, and because I have so many, I don't know what to do with it. And here are some of the pups that I pulled out before the freeze. I had nowhere else to put these guys. I don't know who to give it to, and so I chopped the plants down all the way to the core. You see that? And I saved this in my garage for I think it's about 2 months now, and they're still alive. You can do it this way. This is how I overwinter my aloe, and after a while the plants will still be alive. All you have to do is stick this into soil and they will grow right back. And that's one of the amazing things about aloe. You don't have to retain the roots of the plant. You can just chop it just like so. As long as the core is right, it's nice and fresh, you will be able to plant these, and they will grow back, and everything will be normal again. So these are Aloe barbadensis Miller, and I also have the Aloe barbadensis Miller Stockton. This is the Stockton one here. This is also the Stockton, and that one's just the regular, and that one there is the one that I've been growing in my family for like 15 years, and that is my favorite variety of aloe ever, because the flesh is not bitter. It's really nice and crunchy, unlike the barbadensis Miller and the barbadensis Miller Stockton. These are very, very bitter variety of aloe, but they're great for the thick leaves that produce these, these beautiful gel. They're really nice and plump, and they can get massive like these here. And so when you harvest the leaves, there's a lot of gel in there, and they're very nice and thick, except they're very bitter unless you like remove the slime and then cook them and then put them into desserts, because we also use these for desserts. And so I grow so many, but again, my favorite is the one that I've been growing in my family for a long time. So today we are going to cover a few things that you should do to grow your aloe and be successful. Even though they're really, really easy, there are certain things that you still must do. And the number one thing is that you may not think so, but aloe can get sunburn, you see? And the reason for this is these have been kept in the garage to be overwinter in the cold months. And once they're in the garage, they don't get the intensity of the sun. And then a few months later, they get adjusted to the garage conditions. And so when you put them back right out into the sun, the heat will beat down on them, and they will get burned like this. So when you see signs that your aloe is doing this, you see like this reddish color right here, or this reddish, and then at the tip they start to dry off, and all that is the aloe is getting sunburned. So what you should do in this case is put them in the sun for like 15-20 minutes and take it out, and then do that for about a week or 2 weeks, and then you can put them into full sun directly, and they will be fine. So that's one thing. They do get sunburned. Another thing is that you need to pluck the pups out. You see, we mentioned that already. So just pull those out. You can plant those babies and they will become new plants, and they will grow just as big as the parent plant. But the parent plant would not grow big unless you pull all of these babies out. And they grow very fast. In 4 to 5 months, these will be massive. And I mean, they live for a very long time. And so another thing is that they do require very little maintenance. Like, you don't need to water them every day. So you want to have a pot or a spot where the soil drains well. You don't want water that collects excess water like a pool, because that would cause the aloe to have root rot. And so nice draining water soil will help the water escape, and don't water them too much. In the middle of summer in Texas, you do need to water them a little bit, but even if you forget, 2 to 3 days up to a week, they should still be fine. You will start to notice that when they are lacking water, they will turn this color also. They will start to shrivel at the tip, and that's when you can tell that you need to water your aloe. Also, another thing is they do need a lot of sun. If you grow them in a spot where there's not a lot of sun, they're gonna grow really lanky and tall, and then they'll fall over. And so if you want thick, nice, beautiful leaves that are strong, you need to give them a lot of sun. And remember, make sure if you take them out of the garage overwintering, you make sure that you don't expose them to intense sun right away. Okay, so one more thing I want to talk about, and I saw this video where they took the leaves, they just cut the leaves and cut into sections and said that you can propagate these. That is false. You cannot propagate aloe from cuttings of these little bits right here. You can cut, I've done it before. You can propagate from a leaf, but when you pull the leaf out, you have to pull part of the core with it, like all the way down to here. You see this little piece right here? It holds the genetic for the aloe to be able to grow a new plant. So without this part right here, there is no way, zero chance that you can grow this into a new plant. So those videos where they show you cut this, put into soil, those are fake videos. Don't believe those. They will never work. They will never work. So don't waste your time and watch those crazy videos where they're misleading people. Like, you cannot do that. So do not take your leaves, cut them into sections, put them into soil, wait 2 to 3 weeks. You're just wasting your time. So don't watch those videos. Just ignore those. Those are fake. It's better to grow the plants from the pup anyway, because I mean, it's so easy. Just pull it up, the pups will come with roots, plug into the soil, and they will grow into a new plant in a matter of days. And so don't waste your time trying to propagate, because it doesn't work well. The best way is to grow from a pub, and as you can see, you will have hundreds and hundreds of pubs. So don't worry, just be patient. Your plants will grow pubs, guarantee. And they don't need a lot of fertilizer, so you don't have to fertilize too much. Just once a month, maybe even once every 2 months. So just give them a little bit. They're not picky with any type of fertilizer. You can just use the regular garden fertilizer. Use the organic one that you put in your raised beds if you fertilize your peppers or tomato. Just give them a little bit. They don't need that much, and they're all set to go. And yeah, that's it. So you can harvest the leaves anytime you want. They're great for sunburn. You can eat them, as we do. I eat them in dessert. I make let's say drinks with them. And there's all kinds of different things you can do. These are just amazing plants. I highly recommend you grow them, at least one plant. Once you grow one plant, you're going to have more plants, because they will just keep producing. And again, you can overwinter them, guys. So just cut them all off like this. You see, all the way down to the core. save them into your garage. Just give them a little bit of light, because you can't put them in complete darkness. They need some light to stay alive. And then you can grow a new you know, plant from these. And also, when you do it this way, you save a lot of space. You see, I put them into an Amazon box, and I saved like maybe 20 plants in there. And then these are just, I brought the whole pot into the garage. See, these here as well. I need to give a lot of these away. So that's pretty much it for aloe. They're very, very easy, and you'll be happy once you grow these, because there's just so many benefits to these plants, and they're just beautiful to me. So I love them so much. So anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.